Hi everyone. Do you know why new graduates don't get jobs even after sending 1,000 resumes? After sending 1,000 resumes, okay. Do you know? Let me ask you one serious question. How many resumes have you sent in last few months? 100, 500, thousands, and still no interview calls. So no interview calls. If this is you, listen very carefully because the problem is not the job market. So let's list down all the possible problem. So problem number one, you're thinking the job market. Okay, number two, so you're thinking second problem is your degree. Third one is thinking is your bad luck. Some people say when they get their first job, you're lucky, right? So the real problem is your strategy. Okay, the main problem is your strategy. Today I will explain exactly why sending 1,000 resumes is failing you and what successful candidates do differently. So I have trained job seekers and fresh graduates and career switchers from different backgrounds. And one thing I can tell you, people who get jobs don't apply more, they apply smarter. So if you are tired, frustrated, or confused, this video can change your approach completely. So let's look into all the problems. Okay, so the problem number one, sorry my handwriting because I have to hold the camera. I'm looking the blackboard through the camera, that's why. Okay, so the main first problem is generic resumes. So let's list down generic resumes. Okay, so what is generic resumes? So this is the biggest mistake. Most freshers use one resume for every job. So they use same resume and same skills and same words. Okay, we'll come back to this one. Now think like a recruiter. So now let's say this is you. You are the recruiter. Okay. So this guy is the recruiter. You are the recruiter. You receive 200 resume every day. So you are receiving 200 resume every day in one day, and you should pick one. So from this 200 resume, you have to select one good resume. One. This the right candidate. Okay. So if your resume does not clearly answer, so as a recruiter, you have to pick one, right? So if your resume does not clearly answer, what can you do? What value do you bring? And why should I interview? So the recruiter, as a recruiter will ask this question, right? What? There's a specific task you have to do every job, right? What can you say? What can you do? What value? Okay, I just write the main idea only, okay, because it's hard to write. What value do you bring? Okay, and number three, why should I interview? This is recruiter. Recruiter is thinking, he said these three questions. Okay. So then your resume is rejected. This is not personal, this is reality. Because if you are sending same resume, same skill, same word, because every job there's a specific task you have to do. So that's what he is looking. You can do that job. What value do you bring? Why should I hire you? Right? Because there are many candidates with a similar skill set. Right? So that's why mostly the resumes are rejected, even doesn't matter how many resumes you are sending. So resumes are not about what you studied. Resumes are about what problem you can solve. So you have to mention, you write it in a different color, what problem you can solve. Okay. So this is what they are looking for. What problem you can solve. So second problem here, so this is number problem 1, generic resume, right? This is what we discussed. So next problem, we're going to use this area. Problem number 2. Okay. Applying everywhere. Applying everywhere. You don't have a specific domain and don't have a specific job. So you are applying whatever job you got auto suggested by LinkedIn or Indeed or whatever. Second mistake, this is and very common. Candidates applies to analyst role, marketing roles, operation roles, banking roles, IT roles. Many roles you will apply. Like example, you will apply to analyst. So your focus should be a business analyst role. You will simply apply for other analyst role. You think, okay, it's okay, I'll get this role. Marketing role. Same operations role. Right? And you apply for other banking role. I'm just talking about banking domain. So you can any other IT support desk, other jobs, QA analyst, right? At all the sometime this is so confusing, not flexibility, right? When you apply everywhere, you fit nowhere. If you apply everywhere, I'll write you fit nowhere. Nowhere. That's what we're ended. So top candidates do the opposite. They pick one role. So let's write top candidate what their candidate pick one role like Bruce Lee. They pick Bruce Lee, master one shot. He knows how to hit more than 1,000 technique. The same technique. So the top candidate pick one role and understand job description deeply. So second, understand job JD description deeply. Okay, that's what they do. And prepare specifically for that role. Prepare for that role. This is the secret. So problem number 3. Problem number 3. Okay. Zero skills. Zero skill signaling. When they look at your resume, they know you don't have the skills that job is required. So let me be very honest here, okay? Degrees don't get interviews. Certificates don't get interviews. Sending resumes doesn't get interviews. Skills get interviews. Okay, I'm not going to write it down. I'm just saying, okay. So I will write main point only because it's very hard to write on this board. So skills get interviews. Okay, skills get interviews. Recruiters ask silently, can this person analyze? Can this person communicate? Can this person solve problems? So that's why when you look at your JD job description, so they ask can recruiters inside they ask whatever the skills mentioned. Example, if that job description they ask, can this person write user story? That's a skill. Can this person write BRDs? Can this person communicate? Can this person manage stakeholders? So can question come, right? Can this person communicate? Can this person problem solve, right? So if your resume does not show these skills in action, project case. So how they measure this one? You cannot simply mention I can do this one. So you have to take a project or case study examples. Where did you apply these skills to work, right? So project case studies example you like very if you don't mention, so you like every other fresher. Okay. So problem number 4. Let me see if I can write it here. Problem number 4. Many like weak communication and interview readiness. Weak. Sorry about the writing. I'll try to upload in the description these details. Okay. Then take a look. It's hard to write. Interview readiness. Okay. That's the problem number 4. Many candidates say, I know the answer, but I cannot explain. That's not good, right? This is not knowledge, it's untrained communication. Interviews are not exams, they are business conversations. If you cannot explain your thinking, structure your answer, or speak with confidence, right? So then even good candidate fails if they fail to do. Cannot explain thing, you cannot structure your answer, you're not speaking with confidence, and even you are a good candidate, you might fail. Okay, so now let's summarize what we discussed. Okay, here, so the problem is not the job market, not your degree, or not your bad luck, right? So it's not a competition, right? So luck is the main strategy or strategy, right? Your strategy is the main enemy. So lack of positioning, lack of training mindset. So now let me show you what actually works. Okay. So you have to have a role clarity. First step, decide one target role, right? So first step is that you have to pick one role and you have to ready for that one, right? Not 5, not 10, 1. Business analyst, right? That's our main target. Or if you are applying any other jobs. Study. What skills are required? So let me, okay, pick one job, okay? Okay, so study skills. Okay, what skills required? Tools used required. So for this job, what skills required? What tools are using in the environment, production environment? What problem they solve? So their business, their product or service mainly, right? Clarity creates confidence. Your resume, you have to think like it's a sales document. Your resume is not your life story. It's a sales document. It's a marketing documents. Okay, so now let's write your resume. It's a sales doc or marketing doc. Okay, think like every bullet point must answer. So what? Instead, you are saying I worked on Excel. You are saying analyze data using Excel to identify trends and support decision making. So that answer this question. So your skills, Excel you used to analyze. So you have analyzing skills. Excel you used. What happened? Identify trends and support decision making. So sales trend, customer care problem. So this answer all questions. What skills you required, what tools are using, what problem they are solving. One job, right? Same thing, right? Same thing, different impact. Instead of you are saying, I know Excel, same thing you are saying in a different way, the way recruiters want. Step number 3, solution. Think like a professional. So you have to be like the character, right? Like you are seeing movies, right? The same hero, every movie, he or she take a different role. So when you pick up a job, one job, you have to be the character. You have to be like the hero, right? You have to be the character. You pick one job, you have to be the character. So that's why you have to first your thought should be you have to think I am the business analyst. So first you have to bring that thought. Successful candidate don't think like students. So don't mention I don't have experience. I never worked on a live project. You act like a business analyst, right? How can I add value? Like think from day one. How can I add value from day one? That's your thought. When you change your thinking, your resume changes, your answer changes, your confidence changes, right? So that's why if you think you are a business analyst, you will act like a business analyst. Then you write like a business analyst. You answer like a business analyst. So when you go to interview, you sound confident. So let me tell you something important. Rejection does not mean you are useless. Everyone got after the rejection. Silence does not mean you are incapable. So if you are using the wrong approach, you have to correct it, right? The approaches can be learned, skills can be trained, confidence can be built. Because you completed the studies, right? This is just to train your mindset, your thinking, your thought, right? Because if your approach is currently not working, your strategies are not working, so what you have to do, your approach should be changed to bring better technique, right? Skills, right? If you identify the role, there is a job description, you can learn that every skills are trainable, confidence can build, right? So if this video help you, like it, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comment, right? Like how many resumes you have sent. I read comments and I create based on your real problem. So let me know what problems you are facing when you're applying job. I can help you with that. Okay. So remember, don't send 1,000 resumes. Become the candidates company want to hire. Thank you and have a good day.